Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's Rory with Roar in the Jungle, and I have my confidant, Jordan, again. We're going to be previewing the NFC games for this week. We're going to do a kind of pick 'em type thing, and we're going to start off with, of course, Bengals versus Eagles. So, Jordan, clearly, I'm going to be biased on this. I think the Bengals are good. This is going to be the first win for them. Carson Wentz is throwing picks like it's candy, man. The defense is eating off Carson Wentz's mistakes, and I'm liking what I'm seeing personally, man. From that aspect, I think that we're getting us some starters back this week. We're getting Mike Daniels and Sean Williams back for the Bengals side, so our defense is gonna be a little bit better than it was last week, especially against the run. Which I'm not sure the Eagles can really run the ball right now anyway. So dude, yeah. They don't, and oh my god, dude. So they also lost Alshon Jeffrey and Jalen Rager. So I mean, who? All they got is Deshaun Jackson, dude. So how do you think it's gonna go?
It, I mean, like you said, this is no bias. This is no, as you know, I'm a Cowboys fan. This is no hate on the Eagles. It's just straight injury. It's just the Eagles are banged up. They've got no threat. I mean, you just said it. Deshaun Jackson, Zach Ertz, Dallas Goddard, and Sanders, I believe, is their back. He's a good back.
Yeah.
He may carry the workload because Carson Wentz is throwing picks. They may go to a more simple game.
Yeah.
Also, Doug Pearson can be very surprising. You know, when you think he's at his weakest, he may be at his strongest. He may be throwing things out there that nobody's ever seen before. But just again, no bias, no hate on the Eagles. The Bengals are just a more solid team. They're a healthier team. I think Joe Burrow is, again, we've seen a lot of positive from Joe Burrow. I don't think they have the DBs on the Eagles to block or stop the Bengals receivers. I just think it's a good match for the Bengals to feast on Eagles.
Yes, that's what I hope to see. Certainly, man. I'm picking my Bengals to win. I think it's gonna be not a blowout, but I think we're gonna win by like 10. I'm going like 28. Probably 28-17 is what I think. That's my pick.
I think it might actually be a little bit. I think it might be lower than that. I think we're gonna get maybe a touchdown, maybe 2 field goals from Philly. So I think we're looking at maybe a 13, maybe a 27, 28. I think the Bengals are going to pretty much manhandle the Eagles just because of injuries. I think the injuries are going to come back to bite the Eagles. I just think they're going to get gassed.
Man, that's a take, man. Are you saying like 28-6?
28-13.
28-13, okay.
I think they're going to get a touchdown, but I think they're going to keep the field goals. So I just don't think they're going to be able to score. They just don't have the threat unless they get to.
I don't see it either, and the way Carson's turning the ball over, it's crazy, dude.
Yep.
All right, dude. So let's get to the 49ers versus Giants, dude. Both these teams are riddled with injuries. Riddled, man. Like the poor Giants, they just can't catch a break. They really can't, man.
No, they can't.
I honestly feel sorry for my wife. I really do. Dude, losing Saquon is a huge blow to that offense because Danny Dimes is still rookie. I don't believe in their wide receivers. I don't believe in their defense. The Giants pretty much have nothing. At least the 49ers still have their defense. They have Nick Bosa's out with the ACL.
I think Sherman's out one more week too.
Yeah.
I think Sherman's out one more week.
Yeah, and who was it? They're back. Didn't he sprain his ankle too?
Mozart and Jimmy Garoppolo are out as well. I think Mozart's probably a little bit more day to day. than Jimmy is. I
Mm-hmm.
think Jimmy is a high ankle sprain, so we might see Mullins for a few weeks.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Mullins as a backup either. I think that if they can, well, Shanahan's also a great schemer of games too. So I mean, if Mullins can produce, I think that they can. I think that the 49ers come out with a win here, man. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be 27, maybe 2017. Yeah, something like that. 2017 49ers is what I got.
It's definitely going to be a low scoring game. I think they're going to keep it safe. I mean, the 49ers do have the wide receiver weapons to really go after. I know they're going to be missing Kittle. I know Mozart and Jimmy Garoppolo going down are going to be out. But let's see. Is it? I believe it's Samuel or Sanul. He's a big time
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Oh
receiver.
yeah, yeah.
He's going to make some plays.
Debo Samuel's.
Uh, yeah.
Debo. I like. I mean, I don't hate the 49ers wide receiving core, but I also don't love them either. Like,
Okay.
I think another year of maturation from Brennan Ayuk. He's a rookie, but I really liked him coming out of Arizona State. Um, Debo Samuel's, he's a dog. But with is Kittle out too? He's injured.
Kittle's out.
Yeah, man.
Kittle's out at least for a little bit.
Oof. Man, that's a big
Yeah.
hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they're gonna be.
I mean, they still have Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed is not he's not the best, but he
Yeah.
is a really good backup to George Kittle, and he has had a lot of big games.
Yeah, Jordan Reed was
Playing for the Redskins.
the old football team tight end. Yeah, good job.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, dude, I don't think it's gonna be a pretty game. Not really a fun game to watch, but I think the 49ers pull out the win against the Giants. So let's get to Tennessee,
And
Minnesota.
I agree. I do agree with your score. Your score is pretty close. Like I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a touchdown, maybe even a field goal is going to win this game, just because they're going to keep it simple, and that may possibly go in favor to Jason Garrett. He loves the close games. He loves to win by a field goal.
Yeah,
Joe Judge.
and I do like their kicker Rojas too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we may even see a surprise bad win from the Giants.
It could. Like I said, it's gonna be a close game, but let's get to Tennessee versus Minnesota, bro. Yeah, Tennessee's gonna whoop that ass, dude.
Derrick Henry is gonna roll that defense. I don't know what happened
Oh,
with that. With the what was it? The Purple People Eaters. I don't
yeah,
know
bro.
what happened to the Purple People Eaters, but they ain't eating any more people, man.
Bro, I mean the Vikings lost whenever they lost Linval Joseph and Everson Griffin, dude. Like they lost that edge, I think. Like Linval Joseph stuffing the run, and then Everson Griffin. Yeah, he was getting older, but I mean he showed last week he got a sack with the Cowboys. You know he brought that attitude. So yeah, dude, I think Tennessee like with Jonnu Smith, what's his name? Corey Davis. He's really starting to emerge too. Tannehill's doing what doing what he needs to do to win, and then Derrick Henry is, I think this is the game. I think this, yeah, he's a beast, but I think this is the game that he really pops because he hasn't had one of those big pop games. I think that against this defense, that's possible.
I mean, you also got to think about. I'm not sure if Vic Beasley is. I'll be honest. I haven't really followed the Titans, but I mean, they got Jadeveon Clowney. They've got Vic Beasley.
Yup.
They've got some big.
Harold Landry. Harold Landry's a beast, dude. He's a beast. Coming out of Boston College, I mean, I thought he was he should have been taken higher in the draft, but injuries really got to him.
Malcolm Butler. I mean, they've got all the pieces, man.
Yeah.
And I just think it's going to be a 0-3. I mean, you can never count Kirk Cousins and Thielen out,
Mm-mm.
they could have a big game. They could really have, but Thielen's probably going to be covered by Malcolm Butler the whole game. I mean, you got one
Yeah.
of the best DBs.
And then Dory Jackson too. Dory Jackson's a
Yep.
good corner too. Which I feel like the Bengals should have taken a Dory Jackson over John Ross. Jesus Christ. No, but
It's still gonna be it's gonna be a good game.
You
I
think
just
so?
think the Titans are really push out by the end of the fourth quarter. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than what people think, just because the Vikings do have a lot of pretty strong offensive weapons. Well, really two main ones: Dalvin Cook, Thielen, Kirk Cousins can make some magic happen. I mean, it's still anybody's game in that aspect. But man, I think the Titans will take it. I think it's going to be a 24-17.
Yeah.
That's what I think it will be.
bro, I think it's gonna be way more than that. I think this is gonna be like a 30-13 game.
Oh, you think the Titans are gonna get smashed?
I think they're just gonna wreck that Vikings, dude. The Vikings, dude. I think they're gonna wreck them. But yeah, I think that's what we got for that. Let's move on to the football team versus Cleveland.
The football team versus Cleveland. That's gonna be a defensive game.
Yeah.
Just straight up. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really seen Landry pop out.
No, he's been doing all right. He's been.
His name. He hasn't really been popping out. OBJ, he's had one decent game
Against the
in 2
Bengals.
years.
Yeah. Against, I mean, and dude, he only got 74 yards on William Jackson, dude. Like, like it wasn't that bad. And it was on a play action pass, but I mean, the thing is the thing is, the football team's pressure versus Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield cannot handle pressure. The Browns are going to have to be able to effectively run the ball in order for Baker to use the play action, because the Redskins, the football team, like Washington, pretty much has hitters all over that defensive line. We talked about it in one of our earlier discussions. Dude, Chase Young, Kerrigan, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Ioannidis, dude. Like, who you gonna block? Montez Sweat, defensive end that runs like a 4.3. Oh my God, bro! Like, dude, like Washington. If Washington can pressure Baker Mayfield, I think that the Washington defense can feast, because Baker Mayfield throws interceptions. He threw one against the Bengals last week, and they didn't pressure him at all. So,
Exactly.
He
just it looks like he's still learning. He's getting accustomed to the NFL pace. He's taking a little bit slower time than what needs to be.
Yeah, for a number one pick.
That could be said about Dwayne Haskins. The Browns defense can eat. The Redskins offense has taken some injuries. They don't have very many strong wide receivers or running backs. So that's why I say I think the best defense is going to come out on top. And don't be surprised if Chubb or Kareem Hunt bust one.
Yeah,
They're both very capable backs. And
I think so too.
Yeah.
Both they have two number one backs. That's amazing. So who do you got?
I'm gonna have, like I said, I think it's gonna be defensive. It's gonna be a very defensive game. I will actually take the Browns. I'll take 17-10. I don't think the Redskins are gonna score very much, especially after last week. I just think the Browns are gonna be a lot for them. Take the Browns.
You know what? I think Washington's gonna take this. I think it's gonna be a very, very, very close game. I think it's gonna be a very close game. I have Dwayne Haskins. I think he's gonna show his stuff. I think Baker Mayfield's gonna throw multiple interceptions. I think he's gonna throw 2, just because Chase Young's gonna be up his ass all day, literally. But I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be 14-13, Washington. That's what I got.
All right, all right.
All right.
There we go. Some controversy, y'all. Looks like
Ooh.
Ooh.
You heard it here first on the Roar. No, so let's go Rams Buffalo. That's gonna be a good game, dude.
Oh my gosh, yes. Will we see Allen throw Jalen Ramsey down, or will he be able to flop
Ooh.
and confuse the refs that it's an offensive
bullying? He's bullying me
from the quarterback.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I love Josh Allen. Like he when he came out, he wasn't a polished quarterback, but he's showing great strides to being the guy. And dude, like arm talent wise, he's up there with Mahomes. Like he's right there with him. Like from just a straight, just can throw the ball aspect. I think that Josh Allen's there. Not the quarterback Mahomes is, not the processor, not the that, but you know, from a talent aspect, I think Josh Allen's right there.
Yeah.
But he's gonna have Aaron Donald up his ass too.
I think this is gonna be a very. I look at it as almost very two similar teams. They both got really good defenses. They both got good offensive, good football coaches, head coaches, schemes, everything. It's just gonna be good number ones. Woods on the Rams. Diggs is better than Woods. Well, let's just get that clear. If Diggs chooses to show up,
yes,
Diggs chooses
that's
to show
the thing.
up, he will be better than Woods. Woods seems a little bit more consistent, and then the big game than Diggs does. But Diggs will have a bigger game than Woods will ever have.
Yeah.
If he chooses to show up,
like
but it will be Ramsey on Diggs.
Oof.
So we kind of got to see how that.
Man, I'm so glad I picked up John Brown in fantasy. I'm so happy I traded for him because I think that Josh Allen's gonna be like, oh, Diggs is covered by Ramsey. All right, John Brown streaking down the field.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good game. I have the Rams just because the number one defensive player in the league is on the other side of Josh Allen, and I think that Aaron Donald can get there and disrupt him enough to, you know, throw a bad pick or something, dude. So. Yeah, I got the Rams.
You got the Rams? All right. Man, I'm actually going to have to agree with you. I just think Sean McVay is just I think he was a little bit down and out, but I think with the healthiness from the Rams offensive line that they didn't have last year, that they had 2 years ago, that's just going to prove effective. And I think the Rams are going to be able – I think it's going to be a very – a good scoring game. I wouldn't say necessarily high.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say we're getting in the 20s. I would say, man, I would think 24-17 probably Rams. I'd have to agree.
I got 24-21 Rams.
24-21?
That's what I got.
Maybe 24-20. Yeah. I mean, that could be a really good one.
I got 24-21. But let's go to Chicago Falcons.
Chicago. This is a pickle.
Yeah.
To say the least. Because, I'm not exactly sure how the Bears are 2-0, and the Falcons can play the most perfect game and be 0-2.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's an anomaly.
Yeah.
Because Mitch Trubisky is not a good quarterback.
Bro, he's like a 67 overall.
He's a 67 overall. He's and to say he's not a good quarterback is unfair. Because he is in the NFL. He is capable of being a starter.
He's not a good NFL quarterback.
But he's not he ain't gonna make $40 million.
No, bro. I'm sliding you maybe 10.
Yeah. He's a good quarterback. He's gonna be a journeyman. I think he'll eventually be a journeyman he'll be the guy that will get washed from the Bears and move on.
Yeah, Sanchez.
But this honestly, this is the Falcons' games to lose. This is the Falcons' games to lose again. They are going to be able to feast on Mitch Trubisky. I think defensively, if they play the defense they played like they did against the Cowboys, that was a great defense. That was a lot of heart, a lot of talent. You could see what the Falcons could really do. Is if Julio Jones is out, Calvin Ridley and Gage are still big threats. It's just it's hard to stop Calvin Ridley. That dude is he's such a great route runner.
Yeah.
And he's so fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard for any DB to take him. I think it's the Falcons' game to lose. I think it's Khalil Mack and man, I can't even think of his name. He was a Dallas Cowboy last year. Can't believe I'm bringing. He had 15 sacks. I know.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Yes. Not Brockers. Oh my God! What's his name?
If the defensive line from the Chicago Bears can get through Matt Ryan's solid offensive line, it could be a fairly close game. It's really going to come down, I think, again to like we said with the Browns and the Washington. The football team, it's going to come down to the defense. I think it's really going to come down to who plays the better defense in this one. I don't think if Julio Jones is still banked up, I think with defense-wise, man, the Bears are going to be a lot to handle for the Falcons.
Yeah. It's so... Yeah, Danny Trevathan, and then... So, oh my God, what's his name? Yeah, Khalil Mack. Oh my God, where's he at?
They're questionable. Khalil Mack's questionable.
He's questionable right now?
Yeah, he's questionable. I'll say this: when you have someone like Khalil Mack out, you can win a football game, but that really slows down your and it's Robert Quinn. By the way,
Robert Quinn. There we go.
Your defensive threat, because if you take Khalil Mack, the biggest thing about Robert Quinn, why he was able to feast last year, is because you could not ignore DeMarcus Lawrence.
Nope.
Gonna be the same with Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack may be getting more pressure. You may be focusing more on him. That's going to allow a veteran, a savvy veteran, like Robert Quinn to go get Matt Ryan.
Yep.
And, yeah. So I think it really depends on if Khalil Mack will be healthy.
Okay. So let's get to these last picks, dude, and then we'll get there. So let's go Carolina, LA. Chargers.
Man, it's gonna be the Chargers, man.
Yeah, I think Herbert gets his first win.
Yep, I'm liking Herbert right now. Side note, I would be really upset if a doctor punctured my lungs.
Yeah.
With an injection that is supposed to keep me from feeling pain.
Yeah.
And cancel my game.
Yeah, that was a really shit thing to do, but Herbert's gonna show out. They got the talent on the offense to help him out, and I don't believe in Carolina's defense. Yeah, I think
McCaffrey's out. It's just
not gonna be a good look. So yeah, I'm going Chargers.
This might actually, it might really be a blowout, man.
Yeah.
Like Eckler might have a really big game with Herbert, and Keenan Allen. Man, I think they're really gonna. I think this is gonna be a really big game. I'm looking 30 to probably like 17.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking too. I think it's gonna be like 30-17 or like 27-20 or something like that. It's not gonna be close. But let's go to Cowboys Seahawks, dude.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. If Tyron Smith is healthy, I think La'el Collins is still out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but there were some positives. Um, Brandon Knight on the left side that took for Tyron Smith last week, he actually was good.
Yeah.
He was really good.
So how is Tyron
really
Smith? Do they?
Tyron Smith is a questionable again. I know he missed some days of practice this week.
Was his back,
I
man?
know Chigozie Awuzie is on IR.
Oof.
He's on IR, hamstring. So
That's a big hit.
Right.
It's a big hit, especially against those Seahawks wide receivers, dude. The DK Metcalf,
it's gonna be
Trayvon Diggs.
They're gonna put the most athletic guy they got on Lockett, and they're gonna put the next guy on Metcalf. That's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So I think I really think Jordan Lewis is probably gonna be on Tyler Lockett.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very athletic player. He can really take some balls away, take some shots.
Yeah.
I think I say Trayvon Diggs is gonna be on Metcalf, and that could be really good, depending on how we really saw him against Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Or it might be really bad. Metcalf is
he's a monster.
Metcalf is a beast.
Yeah, he's a monster,
He's
dude.
awesome.
Yeah.
And but if Smith is back, I think Knight's on the right side. I think we really shore up the offensive line. I think Ezekiel Elliott typically runs a really good game against the Seahawks. I don't know what it is.
I think
he actually has a lot of good games against the Seahawks.
If you guys can run the ball, run the clock, I think you guys can get a win here. But if Russ is cooking, and those receivers are running wide open, I think that you guys are probably gonna. It's probably gonna be a pretty not bad loss, but not like. I would say you're gonna be competitive, but not win, right? So I think that's gonna be like a 24-17 game.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks.
I'd say even closer. As much as I want to go my Cowboys, I still think the defense needs a lot of work. I still think there's a lot of holes missing.
Yeah.
If we do win, it's gonna be very marginal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a field goal game. Really, it'll be win by 3. But I think it's gonna be a lot closer than that. I think it's gonna be 24-21 Seahawks. Honestly. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
I think the Seahawks are going to drive down last minute and go get a field goal.
All right. So, I think we got scores there. Let's go to Tampa Bay versus Denver. Denver is so hurt. Denver is so hurt, dude. They don't have Drew Lock. They don't have Von Miller. They don't, dude. I feel so sorry for Denver because they have the team, but they have bad luck. Tampa Bay's a way healthier team. They have Tom Brady. Godwin's back this week. They still got Mike Evans. They still got Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette still healthy. Their defense is still good. They got Devin White in the backer, a middle linebacker. Dude, Tampa Bay. I'm Vita Vea clogging up the holes. Ain't no one running on them, dude. Yeah, Tampa Bay.
You have a Donovan Sue too.
Yeah, Dominican Sue's all the other dude. Vita Vea and Dominican Sue right next to each other. Monsters in the middle.
Yep.
So yeah, I think this is not gonna be very competitive. I think it's gonna be 17-6.
17-6. Yeah, I don't expect Denver to score a lot.
Yeah, well they have Jeff Driscoll as their quarterback, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Noah Fant's gonna get a lot of looks, but I think that Tampa Bay is gonna run all over him.
Tampa Bay's gonna roll all over them. I think they're gonna really try to work that Mike Evans, Tom Brady connection. So I expect a big day from Tom Brady and Mike Evans. So if you're watching in fantasy, I say start Mike Evans if you have him on your bench.
Yep.
I expect a big day from him. I just don't think they have anybody to really block him.
Nope.
Or anybody.
I don't see anyone in the secondary that can stay with their wide receivers either. Okay. Yeah. We got
Probably,
there.
I'd say even more. 24-6.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a blowout.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty big margin. Let's get to Lions Cardinals.
You said Lions and Cardinals?
Yeah.
Man. Cardinals. I'm going to go Cardinals straight up.
Yeah, Cardinals.
They got the defense. They got the offense. They got Kyler Murray, Larry Fitzgerald,
Kenyon Drake.
Kurt, Kenyon Drake, DeAndre. It's just, man.
How do you stop it?
You don't.
You can't.
You pick your poison. You pick your poison at that point.
Yo.
It's like it was like last year playing with the Chiefs. You pick your poison, and you just try to deal with it as best you can.
Yeah. So Detroit, dude, they Matt Stafford needs to leave. Like they need to get a new quarterback. They need to start over. They need to burn it down, man. Like honestly, like I feel sorry for Lions fans. I'm a Bengals fan. You know, I know what it's like, but the Lions are a different level of unsuccessful, man. Like they are way worse. They've never been to a Super Bowl, man. They've never been to one.
No.
Not even close. With the greatest running back of all time, and probably what could have been the greatest wide receiver, if they didn't like just torture their moral. Their oh my god.
And the thing is we've all seen it. Matt Stafford's really
yes. He has heart, dude.
He's one of those stories that anywhere else, like Barry Sanders, he may have won a Super Bowl already.
Yup.
I would love to see Matt Stafford come to the Dallas Cowboys.
I would love to see Matt Stafford go to New England. I would have loved to see Matt Stafford in New England. They have Cam now. They have Cam. Cam's a good quarterback, but Matt Stafford he's a wasted talent. Like
he is. I used to watch. Little fun fact: I watched Matt Stafford in high school.
Yeah.
He was a Highland Park quarterback. I used to watch him like throw 40, 50 yards against my football team.
Yeah.
And just like crush us. So like the only time I watched SEC football was with Matt Stafford when he was at Georgia, and then I followed him. He is one of my favorite players. I think he does have the it factor. Just he's on a bad team, a bad ownership, just all around.
Yeah.
It's just a bad football team, and he's a good quarterback. But yeah, the Cardinals are going to be so much for the Lions. I think it's going to be a blowout again. I think we're looking at Cardinals scoring high 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 35. Probably 14, man. 35-14.
I have it a little bit close. I have a little bit closer than that. I have it 24-14. But, you know, Cardinals win. I got 24-14 Cards. Let's get to our last game, dude. Green Bay versus New Orleans. That's going to be a good game, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think Green Bay pulls through because Michael Thomas isn't there, and dude, Drew Brees is showing his age.
Oh yeah. He doesn't have that arm anymore. He doesn't. I think it really comes down to. I know Devontae Adams is working through a hamstring right now. If he plays, it's a definite win for Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think just with him, Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, And what is it, Lazard? I think
Yeah,
starting to
yeah,
come.
Alan Lazard.
Lazard, yeah, they're just so much with Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
Their defense has really become a solid defense. They're not a weak defense at all. They're
no,
not like a defense that's gonna get you takeaways, but they're not gonna break.
yeah, I think they're definitely a top 12 defense, I would say,
Yep.
in the league.
Aaron Rodgers is on that goal to go get that second Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he wants that Super Bowl. He wants to silence the haters.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers he's on a man on a mission right now. He is an absolute killer. But yeah, dude.
He's single. He's mad. He's going.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game or close-ish game. I got 28-21 Green Bay.
I honestly I agree. Like,
Yep.
that actually is a really good score. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the score. That does it for our NFC talk, dude. Yeah, that does it for our pick'em. So, guys, I really hope you appreciated that. It's always fun talking to my boy Jordan about football. We're gonna continue to do this. Oh, dude, did I tell you that I'm going live this next Saturday?
Okay, so you're going live like just a live stream on Facebook?
No, man. So I got a hold of a sports bar out here in Korea, and bro, I'm gonna set up this table, set up my stream, set up everything out at the sports bar, and I'm gonna have how, like Steven Crowder does that change my mind thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm with that, but we're just gonna talk football. Like, come on, we'll talk some football. Fan stuff. How do you feel about your team? How do you feel about your team after week 3 and going into week 4 kind of stuff. And then I'm just gonna edit all that stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. I hope you watch that. I'm gonna try to live stream, try to figure out how to do it because I'm brand new to all this. But I hope you appreciate our pick'em. So, you know what it is. Welcome to the Roar. Appreciate you watching.